My name is Ronnie. I live here in Bloomington, Indiana. I'm one of the people that is homeless is on the streets. They say they don't want to have the tents in the park, which I understand because because people keep trashing the place. But I've been coming in like 5 o'clock in the morning, me and a few of my buddies, and we're trying to clean this place up. If you don't want us to be in the park with the tent, then get us a shelter where we don't have to leave the shelter at 7 o'clock in the morning and be able to stay somewhere. And like for me, for instance, I'm 53 years old. I can't hardly even walk. And I still have to leave at 7 o'clock in the morning and can't come back until 5. We have nowhere to go. Wheeler is taking and shutting down all the girls, so they're not going to have no place to go. We're taking our beds out of our area to put in the girls so we can just get the girls to, over there. And it's still not enough. We need money to help us to build a bigger shelter and a better shelter. And I'll be the first one to volunteer to even help with the cooking or whatever. It's just we need another shelter where we can all be in.
How long have you been living out here?
About 2.5 years.
What are the challenges, some of the challenges living outside?
It's rough, man. It's rough. Even if you got money, you still have to go out and spend, especially being on the streets, you have to spend money every day. You have to buy something, whether it's something to drink, something to eat, your cigarettes, or whatever. And it seems like it costs us more being on the streets than it does even being in the shelter. But I've been bouncing backwards and forwards, to the shelter and the streets just to let somebody else to have a bed.
To the people that passed this rule yesterday that you can't have any tents in the daytime, what would you like to say to them?
We don't have nowhere else to go. I think maybe if they made a deal with all of us, keep it clean. We can have the tents up. If it doesn't stay clean, then the tents are gone for good. I mean, I can see where it kind of looks not too bad because, people come by, they see us all in the park, but a lot of us don't have nowhere to go. And to keep shelter, we have no place but to try to post a tent in it so we can stay dry. And you can only go so far out there on, in the switch yard to get in the woods. If you're on the beeline side, they're going to rush you out of there and you have nowhere to go.
They've been cracking down on all the places where people live, bulldozing them, coming in with chippers,
Yeah, that was out there at the island.
How's that?
But they trashed it. They shouldn't. If you're homeless, all I can tell for people, man, hey, look, keep your places cleaned up, man. You keep it clean. It shows them, man, hey, look, I don't have to worry about this person. It's not trashing it. If the homeless people want to have a place to stay, keep the place clean. If you live like this on the streets, you live like this in your own home. Clean it up, man. Just be respectful to the town.
Is there anything else you'd like to add that I didn't ask about?
Just please help us build another shelter. That's my most concern. I don't want to see nobody out on the street, whether it's the mother, the children, the men, whatever. We just need help to build a better shelter so where we can stay and not have to leave.
For somebody who doesn't know, once you leave the shelter 7 in the morning until you go back, what's a typical day like?
You got to find somewhere to go. Not all the time. You can go down to the Shimon, man. Someone's always going to pick a fight with you. You get kicked out for it, 30 days. Then, that's when they start coming to the park or wherever. I think they ought to take and have a place where we can have a grounds just for, if you are homeless, you can be able to camp there or something. They work with us, we work with them. Everybody just wants to have a place to stay. Some people can't stand the inside of a shelter. They would rather be out on the streets. The bottom chooses it.
But what are some of those reasons that you've heard about? Not you specifically, but just in general.
Man, I've been up here for 2.5 years, and I've never seen nothing like Bloomington before in my life. One, they have a truck that comes in here that's got needles and bowls and stuff like that. They're saying they're helping the community so they won't catch AIDS. But look, here's the thing. They can always get methamphetamine. The problem is always getting the needle. They're not helping them by getting AIDS. They're feeding it to them so they can do more dope. It's got to stop. You need to stop that truck. I'm sorry, but that's my opinion on that.
How many friends have you lost out here on the streets?
I've been here since 2021, and I've lost about 5 friends now so far. And that's not including the ones from my hometown that I've lost. I've lost about 9 of them back home, just within the last 2.5 years. The dope's killing it. That's one thing, I mean, they should shut down. The methamphetamine should be shut down, the cocaine, all that. But pot is it's not a man-made drug. God put it on earth to help the Indians. They use it for meditation. We use it for glaucoma. We use it for medicine. You know, that's not a chemical drug like the rest of it is. I'd say, you know, at least legalize the marijuana, man, and, you know, kill everything else on the drugs, the hard drugs, because that's what's killing these people out here. They got that flock coming from from Florida, coming all the way down here. It's like they're cannibals. They eat each other. I mean, they got to put a stop to it. They need to shut the drug doors down, and they know who they is if they really think about it and where it's coming from. They've been around for years, but you got to shut it down. There's too many people out here dying. 3 of them just OD just the other day. Stop the truck, quit feeding the needles. Eventually, you know, they bust everybody that's doing dope, they're going to take it away.